Howdy, so just another little workshop update. The back wall is now more or less wally. It's all framed and got the MDF on it, so I'll wander over. So I've got a couple of PowerPoints down here for the workbench. The work light, which I'll turn on in a minute if the inverter will let me. The main isolator for the reverse cycle split system. So I've got the head unit installed up there. That was not fun to put up on my own. So beaming over, down around the window. I don't have framing in there yet, so that MDF is sitting somewhat loose. Workbench PC Mark II, shelving, power. My main power up there, everything in it's now wired to something. The main power supply, that way I'm not attaching to the grid. Carpet on the stairs. Carpet halfway up. Still got a bit of carpet left over, so it's for the other half. Some mats. Desk is happily in its corner. Shelves. Hole for the engine crane in the carpet. Yeah, so it's definitely starting to make progress. Now, I was asked in my last video why was I using MDF as the walls instead of gyprock or plasterboard, for those who don't know what gyprock is. Ultimately the plan is to go with plasterboard, and I'll probably just bang the plasterboard on top of the MDF, and the MDF can act as sort of a bit of thermal insulation. The reason I haven't done that yet is I've still got to wait until everything's done. I'm not done yet, fair way from done, still got old wiring to rip out, new wiring to put in. And then after all that, the electrician who'll be doing final inspection and connection of the work, because obviously they'll inspect that everything's safe and done okay, and if they're happy with it they'll connect it all once I've got the new wire out to the meter box. Then I'll bang the plasterboard up on top, but until then, if I put the plasterboard on, I could very easily have to then rip all the plasterboard off, which is a very expensive endeavour, to get it all fixed up. So until that point, it's just MDF. Now, hey, the MDF works. So yeah, for the power to the shed, if I can get the camera to see it down there, there's a 100-metre roll of 4mm square flat twin and earth, which will go in orange conduit buried 750mm underground. Just for those who don't know what sizes are, let's see if I have 2.5. There's some 2.5 twin and earth. Camera's having a hissy fit. That's 2.5mm. That's 1.5. Much smaller stuff used for lights. I don't have any 4mm up here. I had some, I just don't know what I did with it. I cut a bit off yesterday. However, that will all go up and that will wire up into there. So for work lights, we'll just turn on that one. Currently on 12.3 volts. It's that one. So, for workbench light, just have those. Up there goes the inverter. Having a shit fit. Inverter had a shit fit. Just try our luck, see how long this works for. So we'll turn this one off, and I want that one. I'll make it dark for a second, and see if this works for a brief period. Down lights. Oh, wait for it to come back. Yeah, it's had a shit fit. Inverter gets very grumpy very quickly. I've got that one for a fan. So I've got AC, fan, lights that have yet to be wired to the new stuff, lights for that switch panel, power point, which is just this wall. I'll power down that wall. And this one is the other power, which I'll go through. I'll just shut that, kill the inverter. So the left hand power is there's one down there, one up here, one over here, and an Invisi one that's down in behind that cabinet, so I can power the cabinet separately. Power switch number 2 does those 2 power points, that light, and will eventually replace the unholy mess up here. We'll replace all of that with just a power point. There's a light wired off that which will get relocated to the new switch and the breaker that's not in there yet, which is for outside that door. I've still got to put all the MDF around the door frame. Apart from that, it's starting to look pretty good down here. Anyway, yeah, it's just a quick little update on the workshop, and yeah, thanks for watching.